Hi, this is Diane Lovetobake, and what we're going to make are peanut butter oatmeal cookies. Especially if you like oatmeal, and who doesn't like peanut butter, combine them together and it makes a really good tasting cookie, and pretty darn easy to make. I'm going to use my stand-up mixer, but of course you can go ahead and use your hand mixer if you prefer. And we're going to start off with a half a cup of butter that I've had at room temperature, and I did cut up in small pieces. And we'll break that up and start to cream it. Alright, once you do that, you're going to be putting in a cup of brown sugar. So we'll put that in. And that was 1 cup. And blend those 2 ingredients till they're smooth. And then you're going to add 1 egg that I've also had at room temperature and beat that in. Now make sure though when you are combining the brown sugar and the butter that they really are smooth. And it might take you a couple minutes to do that. I'm moving it along due to the video, but you just want to make sure that it all looks very smooth and very creamy. Okay? Alright. The next thing that we're going to be putting in is a vanilla, and you're going to need 1½ teaspoons of vanilla, so we'll beat that in. And of course, we need peanut butter, and we're going to use a half a cup of the creamy peanut butter. And that was a half a cup. I'm going to get this all out of here. There we go. And then I'm just going to bring up the speed. And then I'm just going to quickly clean the sides of my mixing bowl here and get to the bottom to make sure everything has been mixed well and combined the way it should be. Okay, put that on for another second or two. All right, the next thing that you're going to need, and we're going to put in, is 1 cup of all-purpose flour, and we'll do it on slow, of course, so the flour doesn't go all over. And I'll raise my speed a little here. Okay. And again, just stay with that till it's all combined. And then now we're going to quickly add a ½ teaspoon of baking soda. And we're also going to be putting in a pinch of salt. And then just combine that. And that shouldn't take you very long at all. All right. And I'm going to take my paddle off here. Quickly take off some of the excess. And we'll set that aside for the moment. And the last thing, of course, is that we're going to put the oatmeal in. Now you can beat that in if you want. I like to just stir it in because I don't like the oatmeal to be all broken up into small pieces, but that's so far what the cookie dough looks like. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put in 1 cup of oatmeal. And I'm not using the instant type. Alright, and we're just going to fold that in, and then I'm going to show you what that looks like. Once I know it's pretty even and combined well. There we go. Okay. And of course you're going to need a cookie sheet or a cookie pan. I generally don't spray my pan, but you can lightly spray it with an oil spray if you prefer. It's up to you. And I'm going to use a medium scoop and just level that off. And they will spread a little bit, not really too much, but I don't like to overcrowd my cookies. You're going to bake them at 350 degrees, anywhere from 10 to 12 minutes. In that 10 to 12 minutes, this particular cookie will have a chewy center to it. But if you want a drier cookie, the center of it to be drier or crisper, go ahead and you can bake that till about 13 or 14 minutes. I like to bake them that they have a chewy center, but like I said, try it a little bit longer if you want, 13 to 14 minutes to have a little bit of a drier cookie. Then of course, once they come out of the oven, put them on a cooling rack. In fact, let them even sit on the tray for a minute or two before you move them to a cooling rack so they don't break up when they're hot. I do have some to show you. I just want to rinse my hands quickly here. And I want to show you what they do look like once they are baked up. Now I do get about 28 cookies using that size scoop, so it's going to really depend on you how big that you want to make them, that type of thing. But they come out beautifully brown on the top as well as the bottom. I'm going to break one open to show you what they do look like. This again has a chewy center, yet the whole cookie on the outside, the bottom, the top is very crisp. So I prefer, like I said, to make them to have that nice, chewy, moist center in them. But there you have it. It's a quick recipe and it's a darn good tasting one. I hope you give it a try. If you do, leave a comment because I'd like to hear from you. And as always, thanks for watching, and please subscribe.